to almost for 10 to 15 days, means around 20th of October, we're going to take online Nadi Parikshan workshop. Till now we have taken Nadi Parikshan workshop, basics of Nadi Parikshan workshop. Around 9 Nadi Parikshan workshop till now we have taken in this around 10 years. Myself, Dr. Sachin Bhor, MD Ayurveda, practicing since 18 years. And in Ayurvedic clinical practice, we going to learn many things in day-to-day practice. Friends, so what is the importance of this Nadi Parikshana in Ayurvedic clinical practice? Actually, we all know in Ashtavida Parikshana, we going to learn in Nadi Parikshana is explained in Ashtavida Parikshana. So, main concern in Ayurvedic practice that everyone knows the doshas Nadi. On these 3 fingers, we understand the Nadi Parikshana. Index finger, middle finger and ring fingers. So index finger is Vata's Nadi, middle finger is Pitta's Nadi and ring finger is Kapha's Nadi. We can also understand the subtypes of dosha like Vata, Prano, Dana, Samana, Vyana, Apana. The subtype of Vata, subtype of Kapha, subtype of Pitta also can be understood on Nadi Parikshana. But in basics level, we need to understand some doshas level of Nadi Parikshana and Dhatu's level of Nadi Parikshana also. Let me show you for that. So we're going to learn in practical approach also and in theoretical approach also. Nadi Parikshana in practical approach and in theoretical approach also. So in practical approach, how we can learn Nadi Parikshana in practical approach online? So that is the interesting part we're going to learn on practical aspects. First, we're going to learn the theoretical aspects of basics of Nadi Parikshana, where the characteristics of Nadi like Vega, Bala, Tala, volume, pressure, characteristics. These are the characteristics we're going to learn through Nadi Parikshana. So how to understand the Vega? So every aspects of characteristic like a Vega. So in Ayurvedic Samhita, there are like Hamsa Gati, Manduk Gati, Sarpa Gati. These Gatis has been given. But more than this Gati, other than this Gati, there are various Gatis, behavior of Nadi, we're going to understand in Roga. Like Samadosha, Niramadosha, Pitta Jvara, Kapha Jvara, Vata Jvara, Kapha Rakta Pitta, Pitta Rakta Pitta. So in these various aspects, we understand how this Nadi will move. By means like Vega, Gati, Bala of a Nadi. The patient's Bala is depend on their dosha and dhatu avastha. If Pitta Shaya avastha is there, then Bala will be decreases. If Vata Prakopa avastha also is there, then also Bala is decreases. In both ways, one way there is a Shaya avastha where Bala is decreases, and another way there is a Avrodha avastha, there is a Bala is decreases. So how you will going to understand the Bala of that patient? To understand the matra of a medicine, we need to understand the Bala of that patient. irrespectively the age of the patient. Even the bala of the patient or even the age of the patient is above 40, but then also roga can decreases the bala of that patient, but nadi will tell you the exact bala of that patient. How we understand the bala of the patient? Through nadi. How much of the pressure on which part of the finger on the hand we should apply it, that we're going to learn in this workshop. Volume, tension. The volume of the nadi and the tension of the nadi is just like to understand the sitar. It is absolutely an understanding the flow of the river. It is absolutely understanding the waves of the rivers. For that, many times you have to go through the flow of the water. You have to keep your hands in the flow of the water, a regular flow of the water. When you want to understand the temperature of the nadi, in basic level you need to understand the temperature, how much high the temperature will go. In a cup of a glass if you take a hot tea, a very hot tea or very hot water, and you have to keep in your hand, your movement of fingers will try to understand, try to accommodate the heat of the glass. In that way, you will understand, regularly practicing in this way, you will understanding the behavior of the temperature. Yes. So, in this behavior, you're going to understand the temperature of the nadi, that we call as a tapmana. Then we call kathinyata. Wherever there is a avarodha in a Nadi Parikshana, avarodha, in avastha, there is only two avastha, avarodha avastha and shaya avastha, vilom, anulom. So whenever there is a avarodha in a dosha, in a avarodha in a dhatu, you going to understand in nadi. Avarodha may be in a vata, avarodha may be in a pitta, avarodha may be in a kapha. So how to understand the behavior structure of avarodha? As you understand the behavior of the avarodha, how is the avarodha nadi? Then you can find this behavior of nadi in a vata also, in a pitta also, in kapha also. Am I right? So in the same manner, the kathinyata, the strengthening of the pulse, consistency of the vessels, you will understand in many times in the varicose veins. For that you need to understand on which part or how on which other parts where we can understand the Nadi Parikshana. It is not just about the index, it is not just about the wrist. There are 8 to 10 places where we can understand the Nadi Parikshana. 8 to 10 places. From neck, from ankle, there are various places where you can feel Nadi Parikshana, where you can feel the Nadi. So in varicose vein, you can see the Nadi Parikshana in the ankle part. There you can see the consistency of the Nadi, kathinyata of the Nadi. In this 10 to 15 days workshop, where first of all, a newcomer practitioner which are practicing in Ayurveda, They must learn the prakriti of the patient. For Prakriti Parikshana, we have got the many detailings. As you know, Vata Prakriti, Pitta Prakriti, Kapha Prakriti, there are lots of physical points, emotional points, psychological points. Around every Prakriti has a 20 points. 10 physical points, 10 psychological points. By asking these 60 points, then after 40 minutes or 30 minutes, we are going to analyze the Prakriti Parikshana. But by just examining the Nadi, we can understand the Prakriti of the patient. On which, what is a beautiful classical time of Nadi Parikshana? Also, always an empty stomach, early morning empty stomach is the classical time for the Nadi Parikshana. But can we see the patient regularly on morning? Can the patient come regularly on morning? So how the Prakriti we are going to understand, how the Vikruti we will going to understand. Prakriti always is in a deep form. Prakriti always is in a deep form, deep. Even it is a morning, afternoon, evening, on any time you will find the Prakriti same. A deep Nadi Parikshana. How we will understand the deep Nadi Parikshana? The deep Nadi Parikshana you have to keep. Now, when I see myself, my Nadi Parikshana, I can see in this way. Because I have to, the index finger should be on my Vata plesa. Middle finger should be on a Pitta. And ring finger should be on a Kapha. Okay? So, before understanding the constituents of Nadi, of a dosha, look what I am saying. Before understanding the constituents of Nadi, of a dosha, means in the morning, which are the doshas? In afternoon, which are the dosha? In evening, which are the dosha are flowing through the Nadi? That depends on the biological clock. So for that, we need to understand biological clock. So in morning session, which dosha are aggravated? In afternoon, which dosha are aggravated? In evening, which doshas are? So according to that, the person's healthy person Nadi should move. How you can understand this person is healthy? Because his Nadi or her Nadi is moving according to dosha, according to biological clock of the nature. Means, now it is 2 p.m., around 2 p.m. and I have taken a food around 12 p.m. So after the 12 p.m., if I have taken the food on a 12 p.m., so that must be my Nadi should be run according to Kapha dosha. And after 3 hours or 2 hours, after 2 hours, my Nadi should move to the Pitta dosha. And after 3 hours or 4 hours, Pachamana Avastha gets started or get completed, and then Vayu get aggravated. First kala, after the food, 1 hour Kapha kala, second hour Pitta kala, third hour Vata kala. That is the basics, because your stomach is not empty. When your stomach is not empty and you have to see the patient, then you have to move according to biological clock, according to Rutucharya. So for that biological clock, Rutucharya, you need to understand. That will be explained in this workshop. Many people say, sir, that's lots of money you are asking for. That is worth it, sir. Every penny is worth. Because you are not only just learn, you will understand through practical approach, and on live demonstration we will be going to teach. And every person, every delegate should understand. Till they don't understand, we will explain again and again and again. That is a beauty of this workshop. Most of the time you look in many workshop, basic workshop, they come, they give the PPT, they give the lecture. Even myself also, I have done before also basics around 8 to 9 basic and advanced workshop I have done before also. Some has some has organized in that, but our Rog Nidan and Chikitsa 1 year workshop, we always take that Nadi Parikshana workshop. Our 1 year Rog Nidan and Chikitsa workshop, for I have taken this workshop since 6 years. Many students join in this workshop. We learn Rog Nidan and Chikitsa around 1 year on my trigonal diagnostic methods, and in which the second and third part is around Nadi Parikshana. So you got to know the basics, where we Gati, Vega, Tala, Bala, Akruti, Vikruti, Tapman, Kathinya, everything, every characteristics of Nadi you will understand. Then comes Prakruti, Vikruti. Prakruti is a deep Nadi, Vikruti is a superficial Nadi, which move along according to biological clock. Right? According to biological clock. 1 minute. So then comes the Doshik Nadi. So Doshik Nadi, where Vataj Nadi, Pittaj Nadi, Kaphaj Nadi, their types, subtypes, we're going to understand in this workshop. All PPTs and all everything you will get. Don't worry about it. Around 40 to 50 hours of lecture. Every day around 2 hours lecture, and around 13 to 14 days, mean you can understand 30 to 40 hours of lecture you will get. Don't worry about it. Okay. So after Doshik Nadi, we're going to learn Dhatuj Nadi. Dhatuj Nadi. Yes, Dhatuj Nadi. 1 minute. Just a minute. Many are asking the questions regarding the workshop. So everything will be everything will be yes. Pura, yes. All PPT, PDF should be given. Don't worry about it. All PPT, PDF, audio, video, you will get it. Don't worry about it. Yes, afternoon 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. If you have any questions, you can ask on YouTube also. Yes. ओके, धातुज नाडी, रस नाडी, रक्त नाडी, मांस नाडी, मेद नाडी. For that you need to understand. Look, in Grantha we have told that Nadi Parikshana, in female we see the left hand, and in male we see the right hand. Right? Right now. But in Dhatuj, we're going to see opposite side of hand. I mean, male left hand is going to see the Dhatuj Nadi. In female right hand we will see the Dhatuj Nadi. How? The position of Dhatu on each finger, that will be explained by our team. We have work on it. By ki Rakta Dhatu will be seen on a Pitta dosha, because Pitta is a mala of a Rakta. That's why the middle finger we will going to see. Right? Yes. That will also be explained. That will also explain in which finger their diagrams. That all will be given in PPT form. Okay. Then comes the third part is organ nadi. Dhatuj nadi के बाद आएगा. After that organ nadi. So many times what happen, organ nadi, when you want to see the organ nadi, so the Mastiska nadi, Hruday nadi, Yakrut nadi, Pliha nadi, Jatar nadi, Grahani nadi, Pakwashaigat nadi, Gulma nadi. So every organ can be seen on both side of the nadi, both side of the hand. So in Nadi Parikshana we need to see both hands. As the left side of the body of that patient, we can understand on the left side is heart, on left side is Jatara, on left side have a Pliha, on left side we having a splenic flexures of large intestine, on left side we also have a Grahani, a little slightly left side, on left side left kidney, and then on the right side we are going to learn the right lungs, liver, Yakruta, hepatic flexure of large intestine, or most probably large intestine can be seen on a right side and small intestine can be seen on a left side of the hand. Right side of the hand, this part, right kidney, bladder, Garbhashay. These are all the things we can understand in organ nadi on both sides of the hands. Okay? You can ask questions, no problem. Then the part come after the organ nadi. The second part is come that most probably females we having a pregnancy. So in pregnant woman, how one can diagnose the pregnancy through Nadi Parikshana? Many times in movies we going to see that one lady doctor came to the patient and he see the nadi and she said that, oh, you are pregnant. How she will understand? So in Nadi Parikshana, when the woman is pregnant, even if it is a second month, mostly second month, from the second month we can diagnose the pregnancy. The behavior of the nadi, vega of a nadi, gati of the nadi change. The structure of the nadi change. Bala of a nadi change. The characteristics, the basic characteristics changed. And that characteristic resembles to the body of the patient, and we have to find out that resembles. The resembles points we will going to see in workshop. And that we have to catch up, that we have to see. Yeah, different types of Nadi Parikshana. Not only just on the wrist. Nadi can be seen on umbilicus. The umbilical nadi is very, very useful while examination the gastro diseases, enterological diseases. Like when you have to find out the grahani, when you have to find out the manas vyadhi, psychological disorders. All psychological disorders can be examined perfectly through umbilical nadi parikshana, nabhi nadi parikshana. Not only just doshik nadi, dhatuj nadi, basic nadi, organ nadi, manas nadi, mrutyusuchak nadi. Mrutyusuchak nadi. A patient can be die in a 1 month. A patient can be die in a 1 month. And if you are going to see the nadi of that patient, how the nadi will move of that patient. Suppose a 82-year-old female lady, and if you are going to see the nadi of that patient, bala, gati and agni will be minimized. You can't ever see the pitta nadi in that patient. No. You can see the vata, pitta nadi is minimized. Pitta is the atma of that patient. Agni is the atma of that patient. Where is atma? Atma is present in the nabhi. A nabhi, whenever there is a pulsating nabhi, there will be a pitta ruddhi or vata ruddhi. But when there is a no vata, then there is no chalatva. And so I am talking about 82-year-old patient, there is a mandanadi, no agni. Agni is diminishes. Her jiva is sama. Her body's prabha is hani. There is no prabha. Kanti, prabha, tejatva. Tejatva is agni of that patient. Is vanished. You don't see the tejatva of that patient. And then come the vata nadi. You hardly find the vata nadi. You hardly find the prana nadi. A very slightly prana nadi is moving over that patient. Vyana is disturb. You can't see Vyana Nadi, you can see Apana Nadi. That will also disturb in a just a raise Gurutva in Apana Nadi, that will seen in that patient. And you ask one question, as she having a diarrhea, atisara, before mrityu, the patient might having atisara. On that day, patient relative said that no, still till now she is okay, but sometimes she finds some diarrheal cases. You can say in just 15 days she will having atisara, and literally in a 1 month patient can be having a death. That is the Arishta-Suchaka Lakshana has given in a grantha, and on the basis of this Arishta-Suchaka Lakshana you can diagnose the Mrutyusuchak Nadi. In Grahani also, every psychological patient, every psychological patient, nowadays children with a high pressure of the study, adults with a high amount of pressure of the company and their workloads, 80% of people are suffering with the Grahani. 80% people are suffering not only about the Grahani, but all psychological disorder. They're having anger issues very quickly. So the psychological patient, you want to see Nabhi Nadi. Nabhi Nadi, one more terms of Nabhi Nadi you can see in Tridosha Vyadhi. Tridosha Vyadhi, like Visha Nadi. Some Jangam Visha, Stavara Visha, okay? A slow poisoning Visha, sometimes like a Viruddhanna is a slow poison. Viruddhanna is a slow poison. If a patient having a habit of taking a chapati and a tea, mixing with and eating with them, or if a patient having a habit of taking fruits and milk along with it, that is a Viruddhanna. And sometimes dry fruits and milk, they mix all. In nowadays in a reels you can see that dry fruits, they mixing in a milk and they making their shakes and taking. This is also Viruddhanna. So this Viruddhanna also are very poisonous. And in that cases, you can see Nabhi Nadi. Nabhi Nadi is pulsating. In children's, we're going to see this type of cases we have mostly seen in children's. 1 minute. So, in this way, where Dhatuj Nadi, Organ Nadi, and Mrutyusuchak, Arishta-Suchak, Lakshana Nadi. Arishta-Suchak, Lakshana, there are many Arishta-Suchak, Lakshana as explained in Grantha. Many have in Facebook, they are asking the questions like which type of books to be referred. There are many books. Actually, Nadi Parikshana in detailed form they have not written in Grantha. Nadi Tarangini or Ravan Krita Nadi book also is present. One more in basic level. One more is Abhinav Nadi Tantra of Acharya Vishwanath Dwivedi. You can also go through it. One more, Dr. Lard. Dr. Lard has written a very beautiful book of Secrets of Pulses. That is also one of the good book. In Patanjali, there is also Nadi Parikshana. Regarding Nadi Parikshana, they have written. Okay? But in every form, you will find a difficult to understand the Nadi. But for that, you have to go through it repetitively. A daily 40 to 50 patients, you need to see the Nadi Parikshana. Daily 40 to 50 patients. When you see daily 40 to 50 patients of patients Nadi, you will understand the behavior of the Nadi. It is just the flow of a river. It is just the flow of a blood. After seeing around 10,000, 50,000 patients of Nadi regular basis, in a year, in a 10 year, in a 5 year, you will, by just keeping your hands in the Nadi, you will understand the behavior of the flow. Then you understand the normal behavior of the flow of every patient. That is the normal behavior of the flow. In Mahabharata, Arjuna has asking the question to the Sri Krishna, ki hey Bhagwan, hey Keshav, what is Jnana? To understand Jnana, you first understand Ajnana. What is Ajnan? So, to understand the Nadi, you first understand the normal behavior of the patients of the Nadi. Many times we don't find the स्वस्थ patient. स्वस्थ की जो व्याख्या है, उस स्वस्थ की व्याख्या में हमें कभी भी कोई भी पेशेंट स्वस्थ नहीं मिलता. तो हमें जब भी कोई पेशेंट मिलेगा उसमें विकृति दिखेगी. कभी उसमें अपान की दृष्टि रहेगी, कभी उसमें प्राण की दृष्टि रहेगी. We will find many patients which are having a prana dृष्टि, अपान दृष्टि, पाचक पित्ता दृष्टि, क्लेदक कफा दृष्टि. Whenever you can see the Nadi, you will find something in that. So where is the swastha person and where is the swastha person Nadi? The swastha person Nadi, you want to see, you will see in a early morning after passing a stool and urine, when the stomach is empty. Then on this time, the dosha will flow in a very flexibly. And on that time, you will find very easily the dosha. Because as sun rises, as sun goes ahead, dosha are get aggravated, dosha get communicated, and they move along with the body. So in this workshop, the basic characteristic, then doshik nadi, then dhatuj nadi, then organ nadi, then mrutyusuchak nadi, and then come the Garbhini nadi. Garbhini nadi in 3 trimester moves in a different way. In the first trimester, it is in a kapha way it's moving, but characteristic with Garbhini. Second trimester with the Pitta nadi along with the characteristics of Garbhini. Means the vego of a Garbhini nadi is high. Bala is a little bit of less. Chalatva is higher. tension is higher, volume is higher in Garbhini Nadi, and absolutely opposite in Sutika Nadi. Absolutely opposite in Sutika Nadi. So when the patient is Garbhini, and that Garbhini patient having a jwara, Garbhini patient having a blood pressure, Garbhini patient having a hypothyroidism or kapha dushti, prameha. So in a Pitta Kala, you will find Kapha Nadi. In a third trimester, you will find the Kapha Nadi because of prameha. So the Garbhini, if you find the Kapha Nadi in that Vata Kala of a third trimester, you need to in action mode. You need to take an action. You need to take a medicine. That is the beauty. That is the beauty. Then comes the Chakra Nadi. Then comes the Chakra Nadi. Muladhar, Swadhisthana, Manipur, Anahat, Vishuddha, Ajna. These are the Sapta Chakra, Brahmarandra. In every Sapta Chakra, in every chakra, there is a plexus of nadis. Plexus of nadi. In Muladhar, you will find the lumbar plexus, caudal plexus. In Swadhisthana, you will find the pineal plexus. In Manipur, you will find the gastric plexus. In Hridaya, there is an Anahat chakra, you will find the cardial plexus, nadi. In Vishuddha, you will find the thyroid. In Ajna, you will find the Bhrumadhya. There is a plexus of arteries. And in Brahmarandra. So every part where the nadi moves differently in meditative stage. This is not about just about the pulse. It is just about the Ida Nadi, Pingala Nadi, Sushumna Nadi. And we can correlate this Nadi along with the parasympathetic, sympathetic nervous system and autonomous nervous system. How? That we will going to learn in this workshop. So in this workshop, it is not just about the Nadi. Your pathophysiology about that disease, when you see the Jwara Nadi, when you see the Rakta Pitta, Atisara, Gulma, Grahani, Kushta, Unmada, Apasmara, Vata Vyadhi, Amashaygat Vyadhi, Amashaygat Vata, Pakvashaygat Vata, Avrutta Vata. So in every aspect, how the avarana seen in Nadi, that we will see. How the Avarodhaj Nadi, how the Shayagat Nadi, how the Avruttattva Nadi. So for that, 4 to 5 days we will concentrate on the basic level. Some small task work also be given in that workshop. That will make more interesting to learn the Nadi Parikshana. So friends, starting from 10th October 2025, we going to take an online Nadi Parikshan workshop. Don't miss it. Even the registration charges is little high, but the content is as equal that. And 9,999 rupees we will charge for this 10 to 15 days workshop. We have given all the PPT, PDF, notes, all will be provided to you. All lecture will be recorded. All lectures will be recorded. And their audio videos will be given to you lifetime. That will be kept at yourself. So, what you waiting for? Just register yourself in this miraculous Nadi Parikshana workshop which will be start from 10th of October. If any question if you have, you can DM me. You will get the Nadi Parikshana workshop detail in this in the description part of this video in YouTube. Okay, thank you very much. धन्यवाद.